I only discovered all of this in the morning of the 7th day of Pesach. When I woke up, I realized I had had a morning dream at exactly the same time that the crossing of the Red Sea. In that dream, I had that my right dreadlock was cut in half. So that's kind of, I didn't realize it at the time, but that's kind of like a splitting of the Red Sea, and so I only had like one dreadlock. You know, it's an interesting thing. I just thought of this now in real time, because the two dreadlocks could be, or maybe it was my left dreadlock, we'll see. The two dreadlocks can be and they are for me always, the 6th day of the Omer and the 7th day of Pesach. So these 6 and 7s go together, and they go together wonderfully here because the way you make the letter Het is that you have a Vav on the right, actually corresponding to the male, and the Zion on the left corresponding to the female. And there's like a little like a huppah that connects these two, and it is a huppah. And this is the splitting of the Red Sea. See? Where the people walk through it, and there's like a top on it, a huppah. And there's dry ground underneath. And maybe the splitting is because of these, maybe if it was the left, it was the Zion, and of the splitting of the Het makes it into a Hey, which is the entire secret of Pesach, as we know and as we're still going to show. Because this is what I also discovered when I woke up, Yam Suf. I did the gematrias for Yam Suf. It comes out to be 313 plus letters and plus this, and that could come out to be 333, which is Regel, which could be Regel El Had. Excuse me, it's not Regel. Sheleg, which is a very deep principle. And then the Sheleg would be 1/2 of 666, and Shalom Vehetzi of 1/2 of 666 plus 333 could be 999, and that's El Shaddai itself. Which is the level of, coming out of Egypt. Oh, excuse me. Avram, and forget that. So we get to Yam Suf, and here we are. I did the gematria for Yam Suf, and that's at 313. But then I did the din of Yam Suf. So the entire din of the total spellings of the letters. Okay? So Yud is Yud Vav Dalet, that's 10. Mem is Mem, so the din is 40. So the total din of Yam Suf is 50. So that 50, it's a very big deal here, because we have 50 days, from Pesach to Shavuos. And remember, the Yom Suf is the second stage of the coming out of Egypt. First stage is the coming out of Egypt, And then the Yam Suf. So that's 50 for that, for Yam, the din. Then for Suf, it's Samek, that's 120 is total, 60 is the din. Vav is din, for Vav, it's 66. And Pei, it's Pei Aleph is the din. So it's 67. So surprisingly enough, 67 is Bina. So Yam Suf is like 50, the miracle. It's 50 Yam Suf, Bina, 50th gate of Bina. The 50th gate of Bina is found in the din of Yam Suf. So I put these two together. 67, which is Bina, and not Bina now, it's the din of Suf, and 50 for the din of Yam. That's 117. And quite frankly, that's the miracle number for Pesach. And the miracle number for me. And my level of the 6th level. And a symbol that I have. And it's brought down by the... So how does this relate? 117 is the secret of the Song of Songs. Every line in the Song of Songs is of the Aleph and the Hey, the Shir, with the Aleph in front of it, because it's only a 1. Hasharim, the 5. So it's the Aleph and the Hey. And they bring it down that every verse has an Aleph, is an Aleph and a Hey. And isn't that the whole idea? That's the Shir HaShirim, which is the what we say, and the whole point of Pesach. Say it, on Pesach night after the meal. And whatever. And this is not only found there, this is the Ha that's found in the Haggadah. The first word, which is, again, is the most important word. The first word is always the most important word. Like the first look, like love at first sight. So everything is encapsulated in the first word, in the first letter. Ha. Hey, with the din of the Aleph. And so here we go even more. That the concept of Pesach is 148 in Gematria, plus 3 letters. And that's a mikvah, 151. Which is what the crossing of the Red Sea is. Water, surrounded by water on each side, going through the huppah. And going through the huppah, why? Because this is the whole thing. This is the marriage. Again, part of the marriage of the Jewish people to Hashem, which is echoed in the Shema. And here we're going to be brought down with that Aleph and the Hey, because when you put the hand over your eyes, I don't know if there's right hand left. If you put your hand over your eyes, making an Aleph, and then you as the male becomes the feminine bride to this Aleph. That means he becomes the Hey. The Jewish people are the letter Hey. Because the world was created with the letter Hey. And that's the 5 souls. And that's the feminine. And that's the Jewish people. Because you're the wife of God. And that's what happened when my father said, oh, can a father marry a son? Yes, he does marry the son, because the son marries the father, because he becomes the feminine to Hashem. The Jewish people are the feminine to Hashem. They're the Kala. He's the Hassan. When they say the Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, that's like he's becoming married to me out of love. Because what's the first word of the second part of the first verse? Va'ahavta, and thou shalt love. And this is the entire thing of the love, the Exodus, and the crossing of the Red Sea, and the whole idea of the din of Yam Suf, and the number 117, and Aleph and the Hey, is the whole idea of Ahava. And Pesach, whole story, is of Ahava, love. Love for the Jewish people, love of life, and the love back to God. Love back to God like a man towards a woman. It's a reverse. This is found in the Din of Yam Suf, 117, the Aleph and the Hey, which is the secret of love, the secret of Pesach. Again, this hand that goes over and makes the hay is also like that hamsa, because contained within the hand is the aleph. Contained within the hand is the aleph, which is no different than the hamsa, because here we have 5 fingers, and the 5 fingers are making a letter aleph. So the hand, the secret of the hand is the aleph. The secret of the 5, which is the hey, is the 6. And this 5 related to the 6 is the big deal. And it's brought down for this. It's supposed to be like, the higher level is love of God, not fear of God. God is everywhere. Brought down to the dust, to the dry land in a sea. Totality of everything. And so let me repeat this, because this is what I found this morning after I woke up from a morning dream of the cutting of my own, splitting of my own tunis. And I found the din of Yam Suf to be 117, which is Aleph, 111 plus Hey, which is 6. And the entire secret of Pesach is found in the Aleph and the Hey, in the Shir HaShirim, which is a love song between God and Israel and God. And that's the highest level. And then they even bring the song of the sea. They're even showing you it's a song. Because here Moses and Miriam bring down these songs. But higher than that is the Shir HaShirim, because they're both songs. And everybody says that it's the highest point of the Torah. And this is the real Tantra. The real Tantra. It's Shir HaShirim. I'll talk a little bit about that in another method here. a real sauce. So this was the seventh day of Pesach. For me, it's a high level.